Okay. Oh, I've got a nice day today. I'm thinking of going up to back of the cherry garden substation and maybe taking a different route into the promised land today. Just dropped my son off at Flinders, and if I'm right, I'm in the top car park at the moment. I don't know, if I turn the car around we might get a good vista. It's a nice screenshots out there, I don't know. Spend half a car just filming it. I said I wanted to try and get those pylons at this time of day. Right. I've got it on AV. So you can see the open ocean out there. It shows you how close the profiles are to open ocean salt spray sort of thing. So anyway, we'll travel down here. And instead of going right up to Blackwood, we'll go left back up to Happy Valley, Aberfoyle Park, and I'll go up to I think I might go up Chandler's Hill today, because you know, might get some good vistas out there. See how we go. But yeah, I think well, if we take you back over the story, was it in '89? My mum took me out to Tangari, but didn't even let me get out of the car because it was so harum scarum up there. You know, hardly anything had been built up or something out there. It was like, you know, almost virgin bushland in a way. And then 1990, Robert Gibson came over, and of course I took him out to Kaipo and showed him the Jukalu form, which started him off basically into research into the Peltada complex, which is even yielding fruits even today. As I said, it's taken the last 5 years just to click that you know, the chocolate and the semi-chocolates and that all fit into like some sort of slightly different Mendelian ratio sort of thing. So I started visiting Tangari on a regular annual basis, you know, quite a few times per year, and from 1990 onwards. And then in 1995 I happened to take a shortcut that turned out to be, you know, a 3-hour odyssey in hell, which then I discovered the prime Prayfodia area, including seedlings in my local area. Then I started backtracking and I found a few satellite colonies, including ones near my place, ones at Mandaloo Reserve, where they got picked on around the time of the Sticky Plant Odyssey. And then in, I think it was, of course, then Dennis died in 99 into 2000, late 99 into, you know, in December, late December 99 into 2000. And then around about either 2003 or 2004, I discovered the area behind the Cherry Gardens substation, I think I either took Donnie out in 2004 or he came with, anyway, the big boys came over in 2005 when I was 40. And yeah, so I took the big boys out there, and I've been going to the behind the Cherry Garden substation the same way all the time since then. And then in 2000 and I think it was 2010, I found that other area which I showed you last year, which, you know, and then I tried to get up there. I clambered up onto the ridge line sort of thing, and took a nice vista downwards, but I didn't have enough time in the day to actually take the route down the vista. But that footage from 2010, I believe, is trapped on the laptop, if I can retrieve that. But I'm in two minds of actually doing that and walking down, because it's like it's 2/3 of the way away from, you know, the route I'm taking today, which is like which looks on Google Maps about 1/3 the way away from the promised land. So I'm gonna try this new way in, which is going to be like a 1/3 walk in and down to the promised land, but from the other side. So I don't know if the camera's going to be flaring on the way down, or once we go past midday it will become quite nice. I don't know. The plants do start earlier up there, so yeah. You never know, we might see flowers if we're lucky. I'm not sure, we might be a week too early. But basically a week has almost gone by since I've been out at the Sundews track, so I'm almost finished loading up that footage to YouTube. And yeah. So anyway, so that's my intent, is to do that. So I can't remember if I remember to bring my clock with me today. I got some drinks yesterday, so I got organised for that. I'll have to check. Anyway, we should get some nice screenshots out of this anyway. So, but basically that's the history. I hope I haven't left anything out, or haven't got the odd date slightly out or something. So yeah. But as the Whittakereye season gets going, I'm thinking of going out and doing the Mount Billy one that I haven't been to. I'm thinking of going back to oh jeez, can't remember the name of it now. it'll probably come to you on the trip today, and I'll mention it in other clips. But yeah, I just can't bring it up. I can't recall it. Well, I need to recall it. So yeah, it's one of those ones that I think Donnie and I did briefly in the early 2000s of VHS, and then I did it again by I think with my old Smegging camera, I'm not sure, and then I did it again with this camera a few years ago, I think. So yeah, and actually I did it in 2007 because it was done with the 2 Smegging, because I've got poorer quality images. So yeah, well, I think I did go back a couple of years ago and did it again. Anyway, hopefully these pylons will be coming up fairly soon. They looked absolutely awesome last week, but I didn't have the camera going. But then again, the sunniness isn't quite the same. It was sort of sunny, but you know, it had this weird weather when it was quite cool, you know. It was like 20 degrees or something like that. I can't remember what the temperature was. I did mention it, and yeah. So it was sunny and cool, and we had a bit of diaphanous mist in the air in the morning up on the foothills, up until about 10:30 in the morning. But yeah, these absolutely looked Smegging awesome last week, but probably won't be the same now. It never is, unless you're actually filming at the time. You just don't get it in the can, sort of thing. We should get some nice signage, hopefully. I still don't know whether I should put it on night scene in the car as well if I get really sunny days or something. I don't know. I'll have to work that out. The only thing I'm certain on is the night scene outside does true to life, as you see it, as you get it, colour sort of thing, you know. Anyway, there we go, past the Field River Swade or Glade Bog, whatever you want to call it. Well, that should make a good sign. We can get that as a screenshot. And they're starting to do some night works out here, so they've got all sorts of Smegging awesome machinery. So yeah. Well, they've got the sign going, so they must have finished, well, this area anyway. But they have some Smegging awesome tarmacking machinery out here. Bitumerizing, or whatever you want to call it. Now that's what I need for you. I wonder if I can get that as a screenshot. Uncle Undy used to live out near there. He died last year, of course. Yeah. Basically, it was kidney failure. It was due for a transplant, but he never made it. So, unfortunately. Yeah. I think he knew he was going, because he came round, made a special effort to come round and come over to Auntie Sue's and see us about a week before. It was on the Sunday, and then he died basically almost 1 week later, basically. Anyway, I'm going up Chandler's Hill here. You've seen this many times before, but you may not have seen it so early. But I'm not gonna pull over at the Happy Valley thing and get the camera out the holster. It's just too much hassle. I want to get out there, get in with it, and get on with it, and get out, sort of thing. So that sort of thing, you know. I think I noticed on the I happened to come across an awesome powers clip the other day. I'm sure they've messed around with that. It's sort of like, did something like open the car, what do you call it? Glove department, glove box or something. And it sort of went to make the standard Our Man Flint theme, but it didn't. It wasn't quite the same. It was very convincing, but I think they've done some digital work on it. You know what they can do these days. But it was so good. You know, I'm thinking, wow, amazing what you can actually do. Yeah, it sort of made me think of Giles. Oh, what's his name? The son of what's it from the Beatles? He did a really good on that Beatles Love album thing and I could hear in my ears. It was like a new form of stereo in a way, or something. Stereo's the thing. The stereo is the object, and stereo is the, I don't know. But yeah. Might be better to pull in up here and then oh, I think we've gone too far. I wanted to pull in at the Rockage thing, and yeah, I think we've gone too far. Maybe I'll pull in here and start a new clip. This road to the left here, actually I might do a, just so you can see, and end the clip this way. Yes, because I do. I make the effort for you, so you can look yourself up. There's an emergency access gate there. That will make a good, I don't know, probably have to go in much closer than I think I have to. But that road there is the upper part of Windy Banks Road. It goes all the way up here, and it's almost continuous or confluent with this road up here. Confluent's really to do with fluids, but anyway. And actually I might start the next clip from here. Okay.